Okay, what we're doing today is I'm showing you how to make a fertilization system. We've got some plants, a little flower bed, got some extra plants, and I wanted to figure out a way to inject plant food into the watering system. So what we have here is where I spliced in to the water supply. This line right here, runs all the way up behind to that faucet, behind this railing, all the way down underground into a flower bed in the front yard. But what I did was put this, it's a Venturi system. I got this piece for $1 on a website called Wish, which they've got some neat stuff and it's real cheap. Just don't order it if you need it the next day, because it takes 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks, but it's cheap and it works. I've seen this on the internet for like $15. I got it for $1. Anyway, what I did was just tap into this line right here. This line was already here, so I cut it. I put an extension on it, put a valve in it. Then I came off that line. These are they're called sweat 90s, 1/2-inch sweat 90s. And they just plug right in to the tees. You don't have to have extra little pieces of PVC pipe. They just stick right in. So you put that in, then you do the same thing here. Now this is a hose. This Venturi apparatus here is a hose fitting on both sides. So what you do is you get a hose to 1/2-inch slip, which means the pipe slips right up in it. You do that up here too. Then these valves, they're actually kind of a slip fitting. The pipe just pushes in. You don't really have to put any fittings, and it doesn't leak. Plus, an advantage is you can twist these. If I wanted to turn it, if it wasn't lined up just right, I could turn these valves and it still wouldn't leak. So what you have is the main system here that comes up, that goes to this hose and to the flower bed. If I'd only use this, I'll just turn it off like it is right now. If I wanted to use it and not do the plant food, I would turn this one off, which supplies the plant food, turn this one on. Then it's just like the regular hose setup. Or you can regulate. You can turn this one on halfway and this one on halfway. And it regulates how much plant food is in the end mix that comes out. I found this is a 2-gallon bucket. And I filled it up a little while ago and let it run. And it takes about 5 minutes to drain this 2-gallon bucket with water and plant food. If you want it to take longer, say if you're watering a flower bed and you want the water to run longer, then just turn this valve down, restricts the flow, and leave this valve up, and it'll take longer to pull the plant food out. So basically, it's a real simple setup. It works really good. I'll show you. Let's turn just the plant food. Alright, I don't know if you can see it. Well, I've already drained that bucket, but it's pulling the water through. If there was a lot in there, it would be. But you can see it pulling just what little bit it's... There you go. Now it's full. It's running all the way through with the plant food that was in there. Okay, so say I don't want to use that anymore. Turn that off. Turn this one on. Now you've just got straight water doing all the fertilization. And it works really good. I'll show you a little bit about what it looks like. Okay. That's the sprinklers running. That's just straight water. And then if I wanted to use the hose to water say those, all those plants, I can vary it any way I want to. And I love stuff I can mess with. You know, I can vary the amount of whatever's in it to make it work the way I want it to work. Now on this bucket, you see, it's just a bucket. Got it from Lowe's. There's a grommet in the top where that hose goes through. Probably don't have to have that, but it's easy to put in. And that just seals it. You'd probably want it sealed in the summertime so no mosquitoes, you know, or anything like that would get in it. But that's it. It's just a sealed up, simple system. And you got your valves there to adjust it in any way you want to.